The first thing before I go on a ride, I always check the battery level of the bike. Just checked it, it's at about 50%. Today's ride probably no more than 12 miles or so should be really good to go on that. Always check the tire pressure. These bikes lose a little air just by sitting in your garage. And it's been probably 3 weeks since I've ridden this bike, so I'm going to put this is that Ryobi pump with a lithium battery. It works really good. I've got 27 pounds. I like to ride at 40. I'm a big boy. So I'm going to air this up. I just hold that in, and this gauge will slowly climb, and when it gets to 40, I'll shut it off. There it is. Just take that off, and that's how easy it is. This, by the way, also works on our golf cart and our car. So it's a handy little tool to have around. Always take your helmet. I'm going to wear a helmet today. In fact, I'm going to put a GoPro, that GoPro you're looking through right now, on top of the helmet to give you the ride. I'll check the front tire as well. They generally lose about the same amount of air by sitting, so it should be around 27.5, somewhere like that. So both tires are at 40 pounds. I've got half a tank of gas here in that lithium battery. I'm going to wear my helmet. I've got my seat adjusted properly. I have a rear view mirror. I wouldn't ride this bike without one. When you're riding along a big road like Hillsborough or Pinellas, cars come up behind you, you got to know when that happens. You're merging all the time. You just can't merge willy-nilly. You got to check. So everything appears to be ready. I'm going to hook up that GoPro to my helmet. I'm going to take you on a little ride. It is a beautiful mid-February day. Right now I'm riding with no assist whatsoever. Remember that e-bikes like this Ride One Up have different levels of assist. You can use a little or you can use a lot. It just depends on you. Here we are at a stop sign. For all virtual purposes, I am stopping completely because we get some hate mail that says, why don't you stop at the stop signs? We're in the village of Dunedin. I'm going to use a little assist now. I'm going to bump it up to level 1. You might have heard the motor kick on right there. Turning onto Oracle Court. Up ahead you can see the traffic where that golf cart's turning in. That's Hillsborough Trail. Now I have the seat adjusted on this bike so that I have some leg extension. Some people use more than I do, but I don't use too much because it makes me sit too high, and when I get to stop signs or have to stop and merge, put my feet on the ground, I have the same problem Linda does sometimes. I have to hop down. So I'm coming up here to the stop sign. I'm going to stop completely. You can see there are walkers out here. All right, that's a stop for me. I'm merging. I'm going to use a little more assist. Hello. I have adjusted my mirror and just saw a car was approaching me, so I signaled. I got over and they let me do so that was great. As we always do on these bike rides, you're getting some wind noise. Look at that golf cart down. That's 4 facing front right there. That's very nice when you have company. I have always felt that when adults sit in the back of a golf cart that faces backwards, not enough room. If you have important adult company and you want to give them a good experience, go rent a 4-seater that faces front. Facing back, whoever sits back there is not going to have enough headroom. They're going to feel awkward. People are going to be coming up behind you and gawking at them, and they're going to make them feel uncomfortable. See the diamond in the road there? That means this is a special use trail. It's for bikes and golf carts. Coming to a merge up here, you see that? I'm going to signal and merge. We're going to make a loop today. We're going to make Moyer Loop. If we went straight across that roundabout dead ahead, that would be Moyer Loop. And that's the way we're going today. See the gate arm is down right there. Okay, now we're on the multimodal trail. This is for bicycles, for walkers, for golf carts. Very deluxe. I don't think you'll find a better community probably in the world when it comes to these multimodal trails. All right, that sign says Moyer Loop that way. So we're going to go down. We're going to go into the tunnel. This Ride One Up bike has dual brakes, hydraulic on the front and back. Super nice, super smooth. I feel very safe on this bike. This is, I've got to say, I'm checking my headroom right here. I'm in the tunnel. You don't want to run into that wall right there. But here's where an e-bike really shines. When you come out of a tunnel, you know, you have a throttle, which I can use the throttle to go right up, or I can gut it up with my own strength, which I'm doing right now. If I chose to use the throttle, it would zip me right up here. But I'm in it for a little exercise today. See the flowers out there in the roundabout? Every single village entrance, every roundabout is full of beautiful flowers. That's one of the special touches here, and we love it. All right, I'm out here to Moyer Loop now. You know, they could have called it Hillsborough Trail. It just goes straight across, but it's Moyer Loop. Speed limit 30 miles an hour. I would say it's about 75 or 78 degrees. Passing a village entrance to La Belle South. I'm going 18 miles an hour if you care. And I do have a lot of wind noise. I tell you that all the time, and many times I'm surprised when I get home and it sounds pretty good. But I have what they call a dead mouse or a windsock or a muff on the microphone, so hopefully that's helping out. This is Belglade Country Club right there. And here's another merge. I checked my mirror. I check the mirrors all the time just to make sure that I know what's going on. Belglade, a very nice country club. That's the closest one to our home. And we go there quite often to either chip or putt or eat or play trivia or you name it. All right, we're coming up to a gate. See this? Now this is a little situation. I don't have any transponder on this bicycle, so I have to stop here and I'll push the button and there we go. We're going through. I'm still on mostly manpower, so it's a little more difficult. Belglade has some high tension wires running alongside it, some big towers, and I have seen eagles on those towers on many occasions. It's a beautiful golf course. There are 3 9-hole tracks here. Tequesta, Seminole, and Calusa. I am equally bad on all 3. Right here, I'm going to do a little jog. I'm going to go into this parking lot because this is the dog park. Gizmo does like to come here. And that's also the entrance to the Sharon Rose Wyken Nature Preserve down there. It's a boardwalk that goes through the wetlands. Hello.
Hello.
And there's the Atlas Canine Dog Park entrance. And you'll see all sorts of doggies in there. Can you see that row of trees off in the distance over there? That is the landfill. On the other side of that is the landfill where they take all the dead trees and shrubs and organic waste from the villages. There's a look. You can't really see inside the dog park there, but that's it behind those hedges right here. And again, we're on Moyer Loop. We're making a big circle. I'm on level assess 3 right now, and look down, I'm going 20 miles an hour. I'm going to back off a little bit because I don't want to have an accident and skid along this road at 20 miles an hour. There's no need to be in a hurry when you're retired, right? I'll try to look around a bit, although I also try to be vigilant and look at the road. You can see it's still winter, but I see some buds coming out on those crepe myrtle trees. They lose their leaves. Not very many trees down here do. This is the least attractive time of year when it comes to lawns and gardens here. And just like that, I'm going 22. So I'm going to dial it back a little bit on the assist. I don't want to go that fast. This Ride One Up e-bike is my favorite. It's the 700 ST. That ST means step through. Easier to get on and off if you have any back problems or leg problems. It's not a girl's bike. Come on. It's a step through. I can feel the burn. I'm feeling the burn. I'm going up a slight grade right here. That's a pool maintenance truck right there. Lots of people have their pool maintained professionally. It costs about $150 a month. Here's somebody watering their lawn. Can you see them sprinkling right there? That's one of your large expenses here, watering. Still on Moyer Loop. I'm going to take a little detour when I get to Conservation Trail. Conservation Trail, to me, is one of the very nicest areas in the villages. You have a whole selection of what they call premier homes. Usually those would be 4-bedroom, coming right up on Conservation Trail right now. Hello. See the flags there? President's Day. Look at these two ladies. They're gonna make me move over. Get it, girls! Wyken's Way. A lot of places here in the villages are named after members of the Morse family. Some streets are named after real estate agents in the villages, or sales agents, not really real estate. See that sign, the preserve? This is the area I was telling you about with the premier homes. Linda is gaga about this house style right here with the pillars out front. I'm not so keen on it. I think it looks great, but I think it's just one more thing for her to hit with a car. There's the house that just added an extra bathroom right here. Wah, wah, wah. Big homes. These homes on the right back up to a wilderness area, part of the Lake Deaton watershed, I guess. Somebody's getting some landscaping done. Look at that house, isn't that a beauty? So many lovely places in this particular area. Riding into the wind. All that nice landscaping there. Hello. See that AED machine right there? That's a defibrillator that will help you kickstart your heart. And local teams of volunteers will respond if something happens and go unlock that box, bring those paddles over, and give you a jolt. I'm gonna kick up the level of assist one more notch because that wind is holding me back. And remember when I started, I had a half a battery charge, and I hope that's enough because Linda's volunteering at Bargains and Blessings right now, and she wouldn't be able to come and get me. I'd be pushing this bike. Actually, I could ride it, I guess, right? Just no assist. Aren't these pretty houses? I really like it. Now behind these on the left is more marshy land that leads out to Lake Deaton. Gorgeous. People that bought here, they bought lots and built these homes were very wise, because this has turned into one of the most beautiful and desirable areas in the villages. See that truck? That's an exterminator. Hello!
How you doing?
That's gorgeous right there. This would be one of our favorite areas where they back right up to Lake Deaton. Just beautiful. Here's another porta pot out here. That means they're doing some kind of work. And I think that the regulations here say that when you're having work done on your property, if it's a certain level of work, you have to provide a bathroom for the workers. And by bathroom, I just mean a toilet. They can't come in and take a bath. All right, I'm back out here. Oh, there was a big crow sitting there. He said nevermore when I rode by. Going back out the way we came in. See the cars parked on the side of the street? Virtually every one of those is performing a service. There's Massey, they're a lawn and garden outfit that does a variety of services. And then you've got crown and molding people. You've got pool maintenance, handymen. The list goes on and on. Now I'm going with the wind in my back. I don't need all that assist. I'm gonna kick it down a couple levels. I did that because I found myself going 21 again. That's faster than allowable on a golf cart. See those yucca plants or whatever they're called? There's another word for them. You know what it is. I don't know. I do know, but it's not coming to me. Have you found as you get older that you reach for your phone to look something up and then you get your phone and you don't remember what you reached for it to do? That's the way I am. You know, the shrubs, like that privacy right there, that's around a little pumping station or electrical station or something. But the actual walled shrubs that they have here are second to none. They are humongous. They're beautiful. There's one of those AED machines. They're all over, every few blocks. I'm going to show you some magnificent garage or two that are back here. When this development was made, some people put in places, there's an RV up there. You see that RV? That RV, believe it or not, is stored inside that house probably. They have a garage that will fit that baby. How about that? See it there? Massive. Yeah. Landscapers. Mid-February, the convertibles are out. I'm wearing a light colored shirt. I'm wearing a helmet. Look at this, they're putting landscaping blocks in, probably creating some sort of flower bed. Looking good. Here's a guy getting trim. A lot of people add crown molding. That's what they're doing here. You can see that. Must be bring your daughter to work day. Teach them young. I'm going into the wind again. You see this little tree up ahead? It's kind of a turquoise color. Not really turquoise. I don't know what color it is. That's a Bismarck palm. Not one of my favorites. A lot of people love them because they're a unique color. But I find that when the branches die, they're ugly. They're very ugly. But some people love them, love them. And you'll see a lot of them in here. There's one right there. You see it? Beautiful home. Hello. We are back out to Conservation Trail. We're going to head out of here, keep our circle going. See up here on the left, somebody's put rocks in their yard. You know why they did that? Because somebody cut through the yard one time and probably made a rut. And that person didn't want those ruts in their yard, so they put rocks there that they'll now have to mow around for the rest of their life. I'd rather fill in a rut once every 2 or 3 years. That's just me. There's a little doggy walking. See it? Not hurting anybody, but yet some of those people will put those signs up and tell her to keep that animal off of their yard. Poor little guy. Heading out Conservation Trail. That is Moyer Loop dead ahead. See that wall over there beyond Moyer Loop? That's a pool. That's one of the options when you have a pool. You can put a wall around it if you like. Some people love that privacy, and other people feel stifled or shut in. Plus they don't get a breeze. But privacy is important, especially if you'd be on a big road like this. All right, here I am. Whoa. I'm on Conservation Trail, now on Moyer Loop. Hello. If you're wondering, oh, look at that sandhill crane. You see him there? That's my buddy. They're all over. I'll bet I've seen 50 of those in the last couple of days. Here comes a spider behind me. Come on, spider. There you go. Is that what that is? Spider? That's a three-wheeler. Linda has a three-wheeler. Now you see where he's turning? That's a shortcut to go out to 466A. You can go that way and just about be in Fruitland Park in a blink of an eye. I'm going straight. Another nice pond. That's one thing about this particular area of the villages. We have lots of great bodies of water. We're in Pine Ridge. That's the Pine Ridge Pool. Somebody building an addition right there. I hope I'm not jerking my head around, making you seasick. You'll see a lot of pools on corner lots and cul-de-sac lots. See that wall right there? That's another pool. That's probably a cul-de-sac. Here's another one. And another one right there, and there's a pool that has no wall. Now, that is really pretty, and you get a nice breeze. Pretty or private, you make the call. That lady, I don't know if you saw her there, she's laying down under her tree pulling weeds. That's the villages right there. People tend to have pride in their property, take good care of it. Of course, we have restrictions to ensure it, but there's a level to which you can do the bare minimum, and that's not a very common thing. People usually keep their properties pretty nice, which reminds me I need to pull weeds at home. Our circle of Moyer Loop is just about over. Got about another half mile to go. We're coming up to a recreation center called Moyer Recreation Center. That's the home of two executive golf courses, Escambia and Okeechobee. They're two that we play pretty frequently. Neither one of those has a par 4. They are strictly par 3s. Riding into the wind still. Got to merge here, so I always signal, check my mirror, and merge. Safety is super important when you're riding a bike. I mean, this day and age of cell phones and texting, plus we live in a community with lots of aged drivers, so you want to be on high alert as much as you can. We're coming to a gate now. When you leave a neighborhood, all the neighborhoods, you don't need to push a button. You just roll up there. Hopefully they will see you. Hopefully they will see you. Thank you very much. I'm about as big as a Volkswagen anyway. So we're leaving Pine Ridge, just on the corner of Escambia Golf Course. Right here to our left is the other side, the complete other side of that landfill, over there above the trees that you can see. I don't have anybody around me. I'm all over the road like I'm drunk, but I'm doing that so I don't have to turn my head as sharply to show you things. I'm getting past here. I wanted to merge, but I checked my mirror, and there's a golf cart coming. Look at that, there's Walmart. That car's gonna wait for me. Thank you, sir, ma'am. That's where we order online and pick it up right there. Walmart gasoline, $3.24 a gallon today. This car passing me on a double yellow. Well, I'll get over a little bit. I'm gonna have to bump up my assist level because that wind. That's Sarasota Golf Course right there. They're having some tents set up for some sort of sale. I'm going to take this exit right here and show you something. Sarasota Golf Course, and they also have an academy here where they teach golf. They've got a super duper facility for that, and they sell golf clubs here and anything and everything pertaining to golf. Linda and I both have taken lessons here. They have some pretty good teachers here. But I want to go in here and show you what is happening. Now, these cars parked here are a rarity. I have never seen that before. But they're doing that because there are some dealers, some vendors set up to sell their wares or let people demonstrate their clubs. Isn't this neat, these golf cars parked here? This is the Villages. And right here we have a driving range. Nice ball, mister. He's hitting barefooted. He's barefooting. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
You can see golfers of all shapes and sizes and ages. Not too many kids though, but they can come here. Grandchildren can come here with their grandparents. Well, you don't have to worry about being bad here. You know, everybody learns sometime. See those balls laying there close to everybody? Those are mishits. There's plenty of them, aren't there? You're not going to stand out as a loser if you come here and try golf for the first time. There's a grandchild right there. She's giving it a go. That's how you learn. Nice. I see righties, I see lefties. See that island out there? People are aiming at that island. And you're probably wondering, what in the world? Those golf balls float. They're floaters. And they'll blow to the shore and eventually be collected. And they have a tractor that pulls a little machine that sucks up all those balls laying in the grass. It's fun to come here and hit balls. Hello. See that yellow building? That's a starter shack. Every one of the executive courses, well, and championship courses for that matter, have a starter shack. Some of them, sometimes two courses like the ones I told you earlier, Escambia and Okeechobee, they'll share one starter shack right there. That's where you go up and present your ID. They'll have you wait right here on the white line. When it's your turn, boom, you go play golf. That's a beautiful lake. That's Walmart again on the other side of it over there. And we're heading down. We're going to cross in another tunnel and we'll head back toward home. Linda did a show on her e-bike, her tricycle. She has two e-bikes now. That tricycle is really, really nice. It's not for me yet. Tricycle is a whole nother learning experience. You have to learn how to turn. You know, with this bike, when I get to a, hello, when I get to a corner like that, I lean into it. Moving my head down, don't want to get guillotine, decapitated. Little traffic jam. I think that's the first time I've ever had to stop in a tunnel. You know, it's season here when we have more people living in the villages than any other time of year, because it's so nice. Getting back to the bikes, that's the disadvantage for Linda on a bike like this, which she dearly loves. Her ride went up bike also, but at a stop sign, or if she had to stop in that tunnel, she would have to hop down off the seat. And that's that bike is just a little bit taller for her. She's only 4'11". She's small but mighty. That's the fire station over there. We've done a show or two about them. As we turn this corner, you're going to see an entrance, the entrance to Sanibel. See the shack there? That's where they monitor the traffic coming in and out. Try to keep that congestion off of Morse Boulevard back there. So we're back out here to a main road. This is Pinellas Place. And I'm set to go. I'm going to get over here in this special use lane. We're coming up onto Captiva Rec Center. It'll be on our left up here. And I will need to merge. There's a golf cart that wants to get around me real bad, but he didn't get here in time. Tree trimmers, always something to think about here in the villages. All right, I'm going to turn left here. Looks like I got an opening right there. And I'm off of Pinellas, and now I'm on to Charlotte. Charlotte connects Hillsborough and Pinellas. Again, that's Captiva, people playing bocce right there. That's my fishing hole right there. It's a little breezy today to be fishing. Isn't that pretty? Linda and I actually looked at that house right over there, that light colored gray or white, but we didn't pull the trigger. And we're coming up on the Charlotte Pool and Postal Station. This is the place that Linda and I did a little bit for you on swimming. That pool's very pretty, very, very pretty pool. See that golf cart? That has Curtis Cab on it. It has sliding doors. A lot of people like those. I would say 1 out of 20 golf carts might have those. See that Norfolk pine tree right there? Isn't that pretty? Amber Villas. See the arrow there? My lane is ending. I'm signaling, checking my mirror, and I merge. You know, a lot of people like to comment. Usually the ones that know the least speak the loudest. Have you ever figured that out? And they talk about how crowded it is here. Well, we're in the absolute height of the season right now. Does it look too crowded? Does it look so crowded that you wouldn't want to live here? Again, since we get so much mail, this is a Ride One Up e-bike. It's the 700 ST. I absolutely love it. We have gone probably, I don't know, 10 miles, 12 miles today. Had a nice little ride. I got some exercise. And it's taken just a little bit of battery. So still plenty of battery left. I'm gonna go charge it though. And we're back here in Dunedin. That's Vinny's house right there. The amazing holiday decorations of Vinny. Well, I'm sure glad you came along with me today. I had fun, got a little exercise. It's feeling like springtime. As Linda would say, until next time, see you when you get here.